Oh. Oh, hello, kids. It's your friend Dr. Jimmy again. Should I use the silly accent? I guess not. Still a little bit serious. A little bit. A trace of seriosity. Okay. This is the third in my new series of videos about what the fuck is going on with Soundstage 44, man? Basically, I think I know the situation now. And I'm going to try to clear it up as best as I can, because I still see all sorts of wild hypotheses. People say, well, maybe they're going to build the house on the vacant lot after they tear the building down, and stuff like that. Okay. Here's the thing. It has come to my attention from my various spies. Actually, not spies. You can just find sources online and stuff, and I do have picked up here and there. But basically, it's come to my attention that the company that is contracted by Universal to build the houses for Halloween Horror Nights, it's called Fake Productions. Yes, it sounds like a fake name. It isn't a fake name. The real name is fake. So Fake Productions was actually in Soundstage 44 earlier last week, and they are building the house. Okay, they're putting walls up. They're constructing houses going on, and suddenly they are ordered out of the building to cease and desist the construction. And then they're told to go back and tear all the stuff that they had built out and pull it out of the house, because the building is being torn down. The demolition order had come through, and they are told to get out. So they are literally ordered out and made to remove all of the stuff that they were building and tear that down and bring it out. Okay? And the announcement is made that Soundstage 44 is being demolished. So, literally, there was no communication, no cooperation, no organization whatsoever between different sections of Universal in this situation here. This the demolition of Soundstage 44 is not part of some plan for building the haunted house, that they're going to come back and you're going to have an empty shell and they come back and build a house in that shell, or they're going to build it on the empty lot, or all of this. Nothing was planned like this. As far as anybody involved in Halloween Horror Nights knew, they're going to have the Soundstage 44 as it was to build a haunted house in. And it took them totally by surprise. They were completely boondoggled and stunned and taken aback and bamboozled by this whole affair, even as I and everyone else were when we heard about it. And we thought, what the fuck, how can this be? And it shocked them and surprised them. They were totally unprepared for the fact that the building that they were putting the haunted house in was going to be torn down, as you can imagine. So that's what actually happened. And as a matter of fact, that building probably will not be there this time tomorrow. I have heard from someone who heard from one of the people actually involved in the work, asked the fellow there, and the fellow said, yeah, this building's coming down tonight. So there should not be a structure standing there by tomorrow morning. So bye-bye Soundstage 44, home of Murder, She Wrote, and Xena, and Hercules, and one Halloween Horror Nights house from 2004, when it was the two-park thing, which was called Horror Night Nightmares. Yeah, the site is named after that, isn't it? Maybe. That was the first time we saw Eddie in the park, remember? When he got a room. And he shared the house with Jack and Freddie, Jack and the the caretaker and the director and Eddie, they all had that house back in 2004. So, there we go. So that's basically the situation then. So what is that? This also explains why we haven't seen a permit yet. It wasn't that, though, we're going to tear the house down, we have to change it. They didn't know they were going to tear the house down until they were told to get out, which was just the other day. There isn't a permit filed because there hasn't been time to file the permit, much less to figure out where they're going to put a house, if they're able to put a house. Right now, I'm sure everybody who's involved is trying to figure out what they're going to do. That's what's going on right now. They're trying to figure out what they're going to do about this, because this took them totally by surprise. They haven't figured it all out. They haven't figured out, okay, how are we going to, where are we going to, they have to figure out if they're going to be able to do the seventh house, and then they have to figure out where they will be able to do it. Now, you have to realize, even if a soundstage is available right now, you have to consider the entire time that it takes to build a house, the event, and the time it takes to take the house out. And if any time period during that, from now till sometime in early November, there is a conflict because someone has got the soundstage for another purpose and is already committed to that, then that soundstage is not available. Even if you go there right now, nothing's going on, because something might be going on there in sometime in August or, or in October for some reason. So that's the problem. You see, they have to make sure it is free and clear and wide open for their use, and that could very well be the situation. Or, there's always a possibility of throwing up another sprung tent, but still, it takes time to do that. So they're probably scrambling, and they're probably right now talking and arguing and going over different scenarios and what they're going to do. And they may not even have decided yet. And once they do, it's still going to take time for the permit to come out. So hopefully we'll see a permit before the end of the week, because, tick, 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 tick. It's going to be really hairy to get the house up in time. And I really hope they do. I really hope they do. I'm praying for them, I'm holding out for them and wishing them the best of luck, and I hope they get this settled and figured out and do it. But at the same time, a part of me thinks they may just go to the 6 houses because they may not be able to. Their hands might just be tied. One bright light to consider. If they can't build the 7th house, then the money that was allocated for making, running, and operating that 7th house, which is in their budget, can be used to make all the other houses better, to augment those. Or perhaps for some other purpose or something else they can do at the event. That's the one thing. They'll have a little bit of surplus than from what they originally had budgeted. They could put that to some good use somewhere and enhance the event in some way, as yet unknown. That's just one thought I have if that house does not come to pass. At least I hope someone's thinking that way. At any rate, that's the situation as clearly as I can see it now. And I hope I don't have to make another video like this tomorrow. Oh, God. But this is the ever-changing, bizarre strangeness that's going on in the world we call Soundstage 44, which will soon be no more. Oh, well. Until then, have a nice life, afterlife, and whatever comes between them.